Hello everyone, I'm Latoya Luckett.
And I am Kelly Rowland.
And together we are Beyoncé, aka Two Fat Fox. My name is Liam Barretto and this is
Samil Ganges.
Welcome to our show where we talk about food, life,
and a pursuit of happiness.
Yes.
Always.
We are at, let's shout out the place where we're at right now.
We're at my Cheers bar, LITM, that stands for Love is the Message.
Filipino owned.
Yes, come check it out. Downtown Jersey City, the place you should be, but not move to.
Okay, so today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna explain to you what we do. We eat and we talk. Talk shit, maybe not, but we talk. So today's food is given to us from the lovely island of Mexico.
The island of Mexico.
AKA Taqueria on Grove Street.
In Jersey City.
In Jersey City, New Jersey.
The catering company.
The catering company.
And we are going to cheers.
We are drinking, in the spirit of Mexico, we're drinking Jarritos.
A little bit before Cinco de Mayo.
Cheers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, this is good. This is a tamarind, because I'm Asian. This is really good.
I know. Don't know. I gotta see.
Okay. You're not supposed to drink a lot before you eat. Okay.
Or at least before you speak.
So that way you don't get too full too quick. That's a Two Fat Fox. Fun fact. Okay, just a quick history. Two Fat Fox. Fach means, it's a German word for voice classification.
True.
And both Samil and I are musicians.
Singers. We went to school for it.
Yes, we both have sung opera. So it's an operatic term. And though we say the F word a lot, we didn't want to put that in our title because it's not clever.
It's not classy. It's
not classy. It's very Kim Zodiac.
Yes, and we are not that big lip bitch.
So we've decided to call it Two Fat Fox because we eat over food and we talk stuff. And we're both singers.
And we decided, also Liam sings more of an R&B, gospel, jazzy genre.
Thing. Yeah.
I do a lot of musical theater. And
we represent two different Fox.
Two different genres.
And
two different fats, two different races.
Fat. Really, the most important part is the two fat part.
Yes, that we're fat.
Because we're doing this to represent plus-size people.
And also minorities.
Yes.
And we're being fat is also somehow a minority, even though everyone I know is overweight.
So yeah, as a Filipino person, I'm already a minority, and Samil as a black woman is already a minority. And so,
and according to Beyonce, the most disrespected person in America.
In the world, really. In America.
The man that was on the recording.
That was Malcolm X's beloved.
Right. See, I knew that.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman.
Right.
And I agree. So today we're going to be eating pork tacos and fish tacos and talking about Beachella. First and foremost, listen. Now, we have grown up in the late 90s, early 2000s where Destiny's Child was the group, you know?
Yes.
So we have grown up in the era of Beyonce. We've grown up with Beyonce. And this latest fucking performance
was epic.
It was blackity black.
We love everything black.
You know, in the... You know when they said, what did they say? The Issa Rae, they said, who are you cheering for? Everyone black. And then when they asked me, who do you listen to? Everyone black.
You know? And that's all what do you post on your Facebook page? Anything black?
Or ethnic, because I'm Filipino.
Yes. And I think that Beyonce last night was just unapologetically black.
I mean, unapologetically so.
And we fucking live for it.
Like, okay, so let's talk about the themes. I did not go to a historical black college, but Samil did. She went to Morgan State.
For 3 years, never graduated.
It's okay. You graduated somewhere, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a culture in and itself that only black people know about.
True.
So it is a revolutionary thought for Beyonce to just showcase basically a white
audience.
White audience, white music festival. She said, I'm coming home to the stage in a homecoming performance as a black woman. And even though she has herself never been to college.
Never been to college. So she herself
has never experienced
that. She's not in a sorority, she's not in a frat, but she repped.
She repped
was
hard.
Was that banned from an HBCU?
I believe so. It's her usual band, I think, the new band that played the Formation tour, plus all those people. I actually believe that the male dancers who did the Bugaboos, I think that they are alphas. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. That's what I was reading online. But let's just talk. First of all, as musicians, the music was fantastic. The fact that she did have that marching band and an orchestra.
From a theatrical standpoint, from being a theater person, I loved the dramaticness
of it all.
Of it.
There's a phone ringing, but that's part of the story.
Right.
That's ring the alarm. So she used such a different aesthetic. I felt it really looked like a homecoming. Samia, you've been to a homecoming before.
I have many. Howard University, my favorite homecoming. The whole entire strip of Georgia Avenue in DC was lit. Every hustler's out there in their nicest cars, all the students, all the fraternity brothers, all the sorority sisters, everybody.
Everybody. And
live performances, weed in the air, liquor, and also what's really great about the HBCU is it really teaches and reinforces Black pride. Yeah. You know, for someone like me that grew up in a predominantly white town, to go to somewhere like Morgan State University, where it was just like, our classes were like literally like African diaspora 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like you had to take all that shit to fucking graduate.
Yeah. It's madness.
That wasn't like an elective or anything.
I'm gonna take a selfie really quick. Damn, Sam, you have so many apps open on here. Here, unlock this.
Just a phone.
So, from a musician standpoint, amazing. She had 160 musicians on that stage. That shit is ridiculous. First of all, there's like stem tracks, there's background vocals, there's a click track, of course, but that bitch did that shit. And she said, what did she say? She said, thank you, Coachella, for making me the first Black woman to headline this festival. And she said right after, she said, ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Aha!
You know what it is?
Listen.
Especially because we at the forefront of music.
Yup.
You know?
So, let's just talk about the medleys. The bitch started the show with Crazy in Love, which is iconic. And then in the middle of it, she gave it that marching band feel. And I was like, where's she taking this?
Right. And then she slowed it down. She
slowed it down because
which is a Houston, Texas thing.
Yup. But it's also a musical interlude because she went right into Freedom.
Right.
Which is, they're both in the same key. So like for the music nerds, it's both in A minor. Then, they started playing an open chord. And like, I mean, Samil and I both grew up in a church. So we like, you know, church music tricks. They just played an open chord. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this heifer starts singing the Black National Anthem.
Yeah.
My God. And then went right into, because it's synonymous, she went right into Formation, which is just a celebration of all things Black.
Formation, honey.
Yup. Listen. The set list was so dope.
Just the fact it was 2 hours long. Anyway.
It was 2 hours long. She didn't even come on the East Coast. We're on the East Coast. We're in Jersey. She didn't even come on until 3 in the morning or 2:05. She didn't finish till 4. And I had to go to church the next day, but I went to church early in the wee mornings. The costume changes. She looked amazing. For somebody who just had a baby about maybe 9 months ago.
Her stomach was covered up the whole time, which I kind of think like maybe she's pregnant again.
No, I think she's just conscious about it.
Yeah.
She's been a vegan for like 22 days. Well, I mean, she's been a vegan longer than that, but I think it's an important performance, and it just showcases that you could be an artist and still represent all of who you are and succeed in mainstream America. Of course, there is a dichotomy of the fact that she has to be a sexualized woman to succeed in the music industry, but I feel that she has flipped that script where she celebrates her own sexuality as a liberation as opposed to a means to sell records.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And it's in stark contrast with it. This is no disrespect to the following artists, but Adele, Taylor Swift, Bruno, well, maybe not so much the girls, but Bruno Mars is doing a music style that's not necessarily his own culture, and
not necessarily innovative.
Innovative. You know what I'm saying? And not really saying anything in the music. Oh my God, I just spit. Don't spit out loud.
Beyonce is innovative,
and she's a pop star. Because I heard the argument saying that, oh, you should just make music to bring everybody together, but Beyonce really busted that myth. Because she did her music her way, hood, pop, and still brought black and still brought everybody together. And it was
churchy.
And churchy. I mean, she gave you everything that you ever wanted. The catalog was all there. There was a Destiny's Child Say My Name remix when she brought out Destiny's Child. Michelle and Kelly looked real good. They sounded good.
Michelle was like exceptionally amazing.
Lit. Like lit. Churchy Michelle.
Like she was ready. Like Michelle's been doing a lot of theater, so don't count Michelle out. Like she's still in prime.
Michelle has been on Broadway maybe 3 times, for sure twice. Chicago and
she was doing something in Vegas too for a while.
I think she did Chicago and Vegas. I heard she was a good Roxy Hart. I did not see her.
Me neither.
Shout out to Brandy, who's our favorite. So yeah, that's Beyonce. I mean, I'm waiting for the album to drop. And just the whole...
If it would have came out that night, it would have been mayhem.
It would have been mayhem. But you know what I did like? That she celebrated her career when she did that festival.
She did. It was nonstop. It wasn't a lot of slow songs either. Like
no.
Drunken Love was as slow as it went.
Yeah, she didn't. She kept it up because, first of all, she kept them kids up until like maybe 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and they had been up for 24 hours. I think it's a 24-hour festival, right?
It is. I don't know if it's 24 hours. I think it stops at like... She was probably the last act of that night.
Probably, right?
She probably do whatever the fuck she wants. It's this weekend too, isn't it?
She's doing it again. The costume designer said that there are other costumes.
She's doing it again this weekend?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know what, this is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it's going to be okay, I celebrated my career and shit, and then she's going to drop a new album and a new whole fucking set list. This
weekend she's going to be at Coachella again?
It's a 2-week festival or a week festival.
But she's the headliner each weekend? Motherfucker. I can't. I literally cannot. I literally cannot.
And to watch somebody from Destiny's Child just kind of rise up in the ranks.
I literally cannot.
My God. And speaking of other dope black women, Cardi B released her record last week. Has been doing real well. Pregnant. She finally told everybody she was pregnant.
And I really like that. You know, like, first we were wondering, is she pregnant? Then boom, Saturday Night Live happened. And she had such a classy moment on there too. You know.
With a Lauryn Hill sample.
Yeah, in that beautiful dress. Yeah, the Lauryn Hill sample, just like Lauryn Hill was faced with that type of scrutiny in her career when she had her baby. I do pray that Cardi, you know, keeps it going. I know people were just saying, like, why would she have it now, this and the third? I mean, obviously she believes in the love that she has with her man.
Or Offset.
She also said, well, bitch, basically, I'm a millionaire. I could do what the fuck I want. And she's gonna have the money to have the right people to help her take care of the baby as she makes these moves. Yes, after she has that baby, she's probably gonna be down for the count for about 6 months or so. Unlike Beyonce, she ain't really doing a lot of dancing and choreography, so she can really get up there and still rap a few fucking songs.
She just had a performance last night at Coachella.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, like, even after the baby, she could still, like, go and do that, or whatever. I mean, but she's, like, right now, she's in prime mode of promoting this album. Did you see the clip? She was on, like, I feel like she was on Hot 97 or something like that.
On 105.1.
Yeah,
Breakfast Club.
And she was talking about how she signed this contract for Coachella before she became the Cardi B that she is now. So she basically got paid $70,000 for that performance last night, where she's definitely worth like $500K right now.
More than
she
that.
said, she was just like, I had to eat that, but she was just like, you know what? Because she said that her set alone that she created was $300,000. She's just making boss ass fucking moves, yo.
And it's just a girl who just is gonna come up, grew up in a neighborhood similar to mine. I grew up in Jersey City. She grew up in the Bronx. Yeah, she grew up in the Bronx or Brooklyn. The Bronx.
No, the Bronx.
The Bronx. And just, you know, it just shows that strippers, first of all, are people, and that they are capable of being bigger than what society has given them. You know what I'm saying? And she's smarter than she looks. I know she told ladies, so, you know, like the
right.
The
I can't even do that. That's so cute.
But what a genius! And shout out to you, Cardi. There's some bangers on that record. I really like the record with Chance. I like the record with J Balvin and Bad Bunny.
I like the song. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one with Bad Bunny and J Balvin. And you know what? She's an Afro Latina, doing it.
Yes, she reps being black too.
Because contrary to popular belief, Dominicans are black. At least
the ones actually are.
Overwhelming majority, at least. So shout out to all the light-skinned Dominicans who email us to say we're not black, but y'all black.
Come to Jersey City.
Hello, go to Washington Heights, shit. Okay, so we're just talking about Cardi B. Sorry for the interruption. Guess who I saw this weekend? I went to Pennsylvania to see my best friend, but I also went to go see someone whose name means great mother.
Who? Tell me.
Iyanla Vanzant.
It means that?
It means great mother in Yoruba.
When
she was ordained a minister, she got renamed Iyanla.
Where was she ordained at, Liam? Tell me.
I don't know, girl. It's in the
Because people
book.
be wanting to know, is she really like...
She really is ordained and she's legit.
Okay.
Don't you come for Iyanla.
Okay.
Her previous name was Rhonda Harris. You know she has a degree in law as a public defender.
Back to African name.
Yeah, back to African names like Shaka Khan. Her real name's like Yvette Stevens.
I told you about my cousin, Wajafumi, which stands for nigga, why did you fool me?
My God.
I swear.
Well,
Her real name is Pam.
Iyanla was amazing. I wish I had her merchandise. I wish I had her book.
I wish you had it too.
So we could show you, but it's a book called Get Over It, How to Get Over the Things That Cause You Anxiety. It's deep and explore it by yourself. Also, we bought Masterpiece Soap, which is a soap company that her daughter, Jamia, who died of cancer, started. And it cleans your energy. She said
Her daughter died?
Her daughter died of cancer.
When?
Like maybe 2004.
Get the fuck out of here. She has a son, right?
She has a son and another daughter. But her daughter was really interested in making soap that cleans your energy. So this is an energetic soap, like kind of like a Reiki. I don't want to say Reiki, but Iyanla makes it out of her own stuff. And she just signed a deal with HSN.
Okay, really?
So, and she had a great ministry moment about that, a great story about that. But she's with HSN now, and they're gonna start selling the soap May 23rd. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, so we were talking about Iyanla and Cardi. Iyanla is mentioned in one of Cardi's songs. So Iyanla has a show on the OWN network called Fix My Life, which is my favorite show on earth. And this week she had on a love and hip hop star named Hazel E.
I saw clips.
She haven't seen clips. I seen the whole show last night because I want her to get her ratings from Monday.
You're so good.
Right? Because on the
You're such a good fan.
On the DVR, it counts. So all y'all fans watch it before the weekend is over.
Listen to him.
So it counts. So Iyanla, oh my God. Hazel was saying some shit on social media about dark-skinned women.
No, she wasn't.
She was saying shit like, you monkey butt.
What the fuck she said?
Dark-skinned bitches.
What? That ugly bitch?
Hate my pretty ass.
No, fuck she did it with that fucking fake nose.
So basically that shit that she's saying. And so she was reacting as a reality TV star.
Honey, stop.
But it's Iyanla's job to unpack all of that stuff, right? So one of the exercises she had her do was read her lyrics. I didn't even know Hazel Lee was a rapper. She a rapper, right?
Yo, she a rapper. Yo, when she was... Honey, I used to watch that fucking show. You know she used to fuck Bill Maher, right?
See, well, this is gonna make more sense now when we tell this story.
Bill Maher used to fuck Superhead too, bro. Oh, wait.
It's not Bill O'Reilly, girl, not Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, the guy who used to have that show on HBO late at night.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But wait, who she really was in a relationship with that I think really loved that stupid bitch was Cat Williams.
She ain't a stupid bitch, but okay. But
sorry, guys.
She act like one
Like
on the
I
show.
said, I saw clips.
So Iyanla makes her say her lyrics, and I didn't know one of her lyrics was pop my butt, pop my butt, pop my. I'm sure it's catchy as hell.
And who did Yolanda say for her to say those lyrics to?
In front
Brother
of
Liam.
none other than, was it not Lena Horne? What's the other one?
Huh.
Dorothy Dandridge. Then she said, now why don't you go read these lyrics to Rosa Parks and Septima Clark? And then why don't you read that shit to Harriet Tubman? And why don't you read that to Pearl Bailey? She didn't even really know who half of them was.
Right.
So.
Those dark-skinned women.
Well, and black women in general. Because, you know, Dorothy Dandridge is light-skinned.
She is pretty light. But you know what else? She said that she was embarrassed, so.
She said that what she did was wrong.
She was remorseful.
She took ownership of what she did, but.
Didn't Yolanda call her mother out too?
She called her mother out. So this is the real story. Her mother got pregnant with her at 17. Her father forced her to marry her father. But her father then died in a car accident, so she never had the man around.
The guy that her mom forced her to marry, her father died?
Yeah.
Okay, not the dad.
Not the dad.
Okay.
Her father, he died in a car accident. And her mother says she's wild like her father. But she never wanted to be married to the father. And then Iyanla asked her, did you even want to have the baby? And she said, I don't know, I didn't plan on it. I was 17. So then she ends up marrying this other guy who is like physically abusive towards her mother. And so she feels like part of her issue is that she didn't have stability and she was always being moved around, and she saw that it was okay for people to be violent to men. So her reaction was either to be completely violent or to be completely silent. There was no middle ground, which is her reaction.
And that's how she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
She was messing around with the one rapper that would only mess with her on the side.
Yeah.
And she would blow up at him.
But here's an even deeper issue. So she was talking about all these things about dark-skinned women. So then Iyanla says to her, so why do you do that? And she goes, well, I was molested at 5 years old by these dark-skinned girls. She said these black girls. I said she's not black, but she was trying to say that they were darker-skinned girls. So all her life, she's been abused at the hands of darker-skinned girls. And then her mother kind of told her to not talk about it, to ignore it, or her mother completely forgot it. I don't know how you forget that.
Really?
Yeah, so that's where the overt sexuality comes from, and the violence against dark-skinned women.
Wow.
And it's so deep because she doesn't really even, she's a black woman, she acknowledges that, but she wasn't even able to really understand why she was always talking about color. And colorism is a big conversation in both of our cultures. I'm Filipino, she's black. We're both, in my culture, I'm considered a little bit darker. In her culture, she's considered a little bit lighter. And the way we're treated based on what they call the brown paper bag test, or the Fitzgerald skin type test. There's a thing where hierarchy in terms of skin.
By Fitzgerald.
There are a few black people named last name Fitzgerald, so we don't know if it was a black person.
Okay, but we know where
it was a white person.
came from.
But so yeah, and then she brought out a bunch of stars. One of them was Estelle, dark skin black. That was deep. How they apologized to each other for years of mistreatment, because one of the things that Iyanla says is, I am not my sister's keeper, I'm not my brother's keeper, I am my sister, I am my brother.
Right.
So really we're interconnected at the same time. And I just really, really loved that Hazel received all of that and learned from it and wasn't resistant to healing or to taking responsibility and ownership, because she said some really fucked up shit. And Iyanla said to her at one point, am I the brown, dark-skinned, monkey butt bitch you're talking about?
Wow.
Yeah. Because
she was crying and shit at the end?
Yeah, she was crying. She got like a lot of healing. Her mother too. Here's another thing for like parents. If your kids go through trauma, the only thing you can do is listen. You can no longer parent them at that point or dismiss their feelings. Like if you've been through a childhood trauma and you tell your parents and your parents react a certain way, either they're not ready to hear it and accept their own responsibility, or they're beating themselves up for it. But what they have to understand is that you have to tell your story. And that's why I love Iyanla. And that goes in with the Cardi B, because she's in the Cardi B song with Chance. And Love and Hip Hop, Cardi B.
Good for Hazel.
Two hip hop artists who are elevating awareness on a bigger note.
We love Chance the rapper.
We love Chance.
He talks about God and his belief in God and Jesus openly. So
and we love that.
That's always a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, this is a Christian broadcast.
I mean, yes. I sing in church. Hallelujah. I really do that. I really do.
Me too.
And she does from time to time. I sing every Sunday. She a backside.
Foreshadow.
It's okay. It's the season of Easter. We're giving everybody grace.
Yes, honey, it's spring.
Until it's Lent again, and then y'all kick out.
New things. I was actually considering joining the church recently.
My God. Well, that's deep for you, because like most people, she has issues with church because church people are just
the worst.
They're just church people. Okay, so let's talk about some of our favorite Fach this week. What's our favorite stuff this week?
Ooh, well,
aside from Beyonce.
Beyonce was our favorite Fach of the week.
And Iyanla, but
and the fact that Les Twins was there too, and we could insert our pictures like here and here.
Or you can go on the link below or something.
Yeah, of Les Twins.
We met Les Twins. Well, one of the Les Twins.
Yeah, we did. The one with the afro.
Edgewater, the week before Lemonade came out.
This thing just went down my shirt.
That's because Beyonce's energy follows me everywhere I go. Did you know that the night before she announced her pregnancy, I had a dream?
What's it to this? He a Virgo.
I was in the studio with Beyonce. For whatever reason, I could not see her face, but it was Beyonce. And then I tried to hug her, and she said, "Don't hug me too hard, I'm pregnant." About 6 hours later, she drops that picture with her on the flower thing. She was pregnant. I'm a prophet. I didn't even know it.
You are a prophet.
Well, everybody has that ability to prophesy, so tap in. Tap in. Okay, so what is our other favorite Fach? I really like...
What else happened this week? I feel like Coachella like trumped everything for me. I can't remember.
Damn. I mean, I like Iyanla's book, Get Over It.
Cardi B.
Cardi B. What was something that we didn't talk about?
There's some more singers or something?
My shit this week was India Ari on NPR talking about women's position in the music industry.
I like that. And what about trap gospel with
Ooh, I love trap
Snoop
gospel.
Dogg.
Ooh, yes. Snoop Dogg has the #1 gospel album in the country right now. And I love trap music and I love gospel music. So, and there's a lot of other tracks that are, like, I think the pioneers of trap gospel are like Mary Mary.
I love God.
Oh, no, it's the God in me.
That's true.
That's 2008, that's 10 years old. I was 10 when that record came out. So yeah, we love trap gospel and we love our fashion. So this is Fashion Fach. I'm wearing a Formation World Tour shirt with a Levi's jacket, and you can't see it, but I am also wearing ASOS men's leggings. Samir.
I am wearing a Prem wrap dress as a trench coat from, of course, the Gabby Fresh and Nicolette Mason, who does wonderful things for plus size women everywhere. I'm wearing a shirt that was a dress from ASOS that I used to be able to fit, but now it's a freaking shirt. And then my jeans are from Torrid.
Now, what do we don't give a fuck about? Samir, you go.
I feel like there was some fucking thing I wanted to say. Oh, I also want to say that one of my honorary Fox this week is for Prim, because they just dropped the first part of their spring/summer line.
And this is part of
No, this is old. This is like from their first drop ever. This is iconic. Like Danielle Brooks was in this, and I knew I had to have it.
Shout out to all
So
those
this
black.
is like the first thing of Prim ever. All right. But they did just drop an organza blue see-through trench coat that I have to have.
Yes, Donna Connolly. Shout out to Donna Connolly, whose birthday was last week.
That's our voice teacher for those of you that do not care.
One of the biggest inspirations of Too Fat Fach, because she taught us what Fach meant.
Well,
and it's not Fach you. So what do we don't give a fuck about this week?
Okay.
I don't want to go to war.
I don't want to go to war, so I give a fuck about that, but I don't give a fuck, or rather I want to fuck up Donald Trump for blowing up basically a lot of innocent people. And it's always about money and war and like oil, and you trying to show that you have like a big dick when we all know the truth about your dick, honey. Stormy Daniels, let us know.
How you doing?
Little dick. But not feeling that, and I feel like we're all like kind of feeling like the pressure of where do we move next. Certainly Mars isn't ready for us.
But what a great way to turn the story around from James Comey doing an interview with George Stephanopoulos and Stormy Daniels. Honey, what do you do to take the news away? You bomb the Middle East.
Bomb some brown people. I'll just bomb.
And then let's do it in the name of we're trying to save them. But we won't let them in this country though, girl.
Bruh.
Oh, you know what? Grey's Anatomy had a great episode.
Okay, tell me.
A top doctor, an intern at their hospital, ICE came to pick them up. Because she ran a traffic light, but she had been here since she was 1 year old. So shout out to Sonda Rhimes for continually telling the stories of brown people everywhere.
Yes, marginalized, displaced, reimbursed, girl. Throwing the fuck around.
Yeah, okay.
This universe.
That works.
This universe.
Shout out, we love you, Shonda.
We do love you, Shonda. And we are ready to read any of your scripts anytime.
Read a script.
Sing a song.
If you ever want to film a reality television show.
We will scratch your back. And that's it. Jesus, Liam.
I'm really gassy today.
Don't give that boy tamarind.
No, it's just there's fizzies in here.
Yeah, it's
and I have strep throat. Well, I mean, I'm not contagious anymore. And allergies. So
as you can see, there's no fucking wall between us. We're always touching.
Rubbing bellies.
Yes. What else do we want to say, Leanne?
I want to say that Bruno Mars is inappropriate.
I think we have something we want to get off our chest.
I think we should do a spiritual section now. I think we should close with fucking forgiveness.
Okay.
Who are we forgiving this week? I am forgiving myself this week.
I am going to forgive my coworker that really pissed me off.
My God. Well, I'm taking responsibility for my behavior. I'm forgiving myself for not being kind to myself. and not being fair to myself.
I'm going to forgive myself then for not going to the gym these past couple days.
Days, bitch. Months, years.
Past couple days, Liam. You know, I go to the gym at the YMCA where I work at.
Oh, yeah. She works over on that.
Fucking fool.
My God.
But
I've been called worse.
Other than that,
we're gonna have one day. We're gonna have an episode about forgiving certain artists, but you know what? It's their issue. You know what I said? That's their it. It's not my it. So you take care of your shit. I'm gonna take care of mine. Just take the SH out and it'll be it.
I think you better get your house in order.
Oh, shout out to Prince and to Michael Jackson and to Whitney Houston, who birthed Beyonce.
Something like that.
I mean, if it wasn't for those three, would Beyonce exist?
No.
Exactly. She is the dream of all three of those people.
Also, if it wasn't for like the Supremes, Beyonce wouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like in terms of like the big pop stardom. Whitney with the voice, Michael with the entertainment.
Let's say one thing that I do think about Beyonce. The elephant in the room. The fact that she took fucking A. Marie's fucking producers and took that sound. That's it. I said it.
I don't think she took A. Marie's sound. I think that the producers knew that A. Marie wasn't going to be the star.
They knew that where the money was. Okay, that's fine.
But Crazy in Love.
And the same thing happened when fucking Pink took the producers off of Christina Aguilera's stripped album.
No, Christina Aguilera.
Who was that? The chick from
Christina Aguilera took
491.
Her name is Linda Perry.
But she's from 491,
yeah.
right?
Hey, yeah. I don't think Beyonce stole anything. I will defend Beyonce like Janelle Monáe says, we must do everything to protect you.
He hated her when she did Let Us Be Wrong, though.
Okay, for like 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, and I realized it was good for the culture for Beyonce to be singing.
You're a liar.
I have come to grips with that. Beyonce and I are both Virgos, so I understand why she did it.
Stop it. That's why I'm saying I understand why Lindsay Lohan does the fucked up shit she does because she's.
I love Lindsay Lohan and her fucked up shit that she does.
That's like saying I understand why Bill Cosby does the fucked up shit that he does because he's a cancer.
Well, I'm not touching that subject.
Honorary fuck. Don't know her name.
Women's Lives Matter.
Light-skinned baby child.
Who was on the Cosby Show. She came out of the. She literally came out of somebody's bush.
With words written on her body.
No victims.
No victims of all of his accusers.
Wait. Okay, so we're giving her a shout out, and we're gonna give a donkey or a Fach of the week to Janice Dickinson, who once again, with her great joy, is bringing women back about 50 years because she said she fabricated parts of her story for her book.
No duh.
No shit. Janice, the coke is not even dry. I'm just kidding. You know what?
Right.
I wish you wellness and love.
Right, cokehead.
But you know what? Do you watch Shots of Sunset? Of course you do.
Shout out to all the cokeheads.
No, not shout out to all you cokeheads. The only cokehead.
All the ones that are watching anyway.
The only one we acknowledge is Whitney Houston, and she wasn't a cokehead. She was just a user.
Crack is whack.
Do you know that Janice Dickinson got into a fight with Gigi from Shots of Sunset?
When? Recently?
At a fashion show that Gigi did on the last season of Shots. By the way, we'd love to be on Shots, even though we're not Mediterranean.
We love you.
We're not Muslim, and we're not Jewish, but
we understand.
Really, I'd like to be on The Real Housewives of New York.
We're very spiritually open.
Oh, shout out to Kenya Moore and all the girls of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene.
But, agreed. We want to be on Real Housewives of New York.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it all started for me.
Or Jersey.
It all started for me with my love affair with them.
I wonder if Teresa has ever been to LITM, I'm sure.
Never.
She's been to Choco Pan.
She's been to Choco Pan. Looking for, like, Italian bakery shit in a French bakery.
Listen, we love Teresa, so. We love Melissa more, but. On display.
Each and every day.
You know what? She does bear resemblance to J.L., so I can understand how that she thought that was going to happen. Shout out to you, Melissa.
We know that you're really black.
The real best housewife single is Kenya Moore's Gone with the Wind Factors. Gone with the Wind Factors. Because you know Beyonce sang that.
Honey, it's everything.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta interview is where we'll end. Because that's where Kim Zolciak ends, and we're thrilled about it.
I do want to say something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not going to be a popular opinion. Chloe, how you get him is how you lose him.
Hunty. That's what the fuck we didn't talk about. Raise your ass up. Anywho.
Shout out to Tristan Thompson, who's fucking everybody, I guess.
Big dick Tristan. I understand. I mean, I don't understand, but I've been with other men with big dicks that can't keep them in their pants or.
But what is this pathology of like getting a woman pregnant and then within 3 months leaving her and then fucking another bitch? But then you know what? It's violence against women. Chloe, you are a celebrity, a big time celebrity.
You did violence to your face
for doing nothing. Absolutely. I mean, God bless. I mean, I'm sure you worked hard. You do.
You know what? Chloe used to be my favorite.
But listen,
not that you still aren't. Not that you still aren't, because I like Chloe's a Cancer too.
You know what my favorite is?
So I get it, and I understand your personality.
My favorite Kardashian
to have her baby
is Caitlyn Jenner. Chloe, you knew that girl was pregnant, right? So I mean, just take it on the chin. You got your black baby, girl.
Right. All y'all got your black babies.
At least you're not adopting black children when they're American. At least you're not adopting children from Africa because, you know, there's a lack of black children in America who need to be adopted.
Need a lot of homes. But I know.
Madonna,
you're Cancer. Madonna's Cancer. Edit that out.
Madonna's not Cancer. I just had a Patti LuPone moment. That's your people, Patti LuPone.
I love Patti. But Chloe, we feel for you. I'm sorry it happened to you.
Not me.
Okay. I'm sorry that the humiliation aspect happened to you.
No, the humiliation part is not what I'm sorry for.
It's karma. What can we say?
I'm sorry the fact that you don't feel like you're worthy of somebody who loves you without cheating on you or leaving you behind. And I'm sorry. And
there's definitely a pathology she has because her father left her. I mean, not like he left, like he passed away, but they always said that Chloe was the one that took it the hardest.
Well, also, I think that's as much as I'm willing to give the Kardashians this week.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you know how I feel about it.
It's not a Kardashian show at all.
Not at all. Yeah, peace and blessings. Me manifest to you and every lesson learned. I'm Erykah Badu.
And I am Monifa.
Oh, Monifa. No, if you're Monifa, then I am Faith Evans. And together we are
No, if you're Faith Evans, I'm probably Baltimore.
Not Lil' Kim?
I feel like no one talks about Charlie Baltimore.
Charlie Baltimore was definitely fucking Biggie at the end of his life. So yeah, I'm Faith Evans.
Wait, I want to be somebody else now.
I am
Celine Dion.
And I am Aretha Franklin.
Swedish National Television.
Thank you very much. I am delighted.
Oh, thank you. So I figured I'd start off with the essential questions. So I'm getting real deep right now. What do you consider to be the essence of soul music?
It's too early to be so deep.
Is it?
Yes, it's just too early for that.
Okay. Do you want to try to elaborate?
Yeah,
on
we'll
it?
come back to that towards the end.
Okay. Because if we start off here in Detroit, your hometown, I visited New Bethel Baptist Church, which, by the way, was beautiful.
Correct.
Yeah, didn't rebuild of it. If you reminisce, could you recall what it felt like, you know, being there, listening to your father, Reverend C.L. Franklin's sermons? Could you remember what you felt?
Don't want to start off on that note either.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start off with the secular music or with Lauryn Hill?
Sure, let's start there. That's a good start.